Hello everyone, and welcome to the third dev update for Blade of the Archangels. I missed last week, but I am excited to announce that we are still on track for the first playable being released to Discord members on November 1st, which is next Wednesday. So today I'm going to be talking about a little more about what to expect to be in that first playable and exactly where the game is at the moment. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So in this upper corner we have the time clock. It lets you know the current time as well as how long you have left in the dungeon. Once it reaches 2 a.m. you'll be kicked out and taken back to the hub city. Down in this bottom corner is the alert meter. This lets you know how close you are to getting into battle. So every time you move, you are alerting the enemies nearby, because the manifested are drawn to you based on how much sound you make. And once you move to meet their current alertness level, you will initiate battle. Combat in Blade of the Archangels is turn-based, and it has basic turn-based mechanics with its own little twists to give a bit of challenge and skill. So to start off, you have 3 actions. You have attack, skill, and defend. You also will have your shield, and your companion will have their own shield, and you both have your own individual health bars. Shield and health are not recovered while you're in the dungeon. If you want to recover your shield, you have to return to the mechanic in the city, whereas your companions will recover their shields automatically whenever they leave, and health is recovered whenever you return to the city and you return to your room in the city. So we're going to show off a basic attack now. Attack is multiplied by your level. There are no other stats, so leveling up just increases the amount of damage that your basic attack will do, and in certain cases your skills can also be multiplied by your level. So companions will always be level appropriate. In this case, Vastriel is level 2, so he hits a little bit harder than you do. Alright, let's move on to skills. So when it comes to skills, the main character will have 2 skills. Your first skill will be your weapon skill, which is determined by the weapon you have equipped, and then you have your ability skill. So in this case, you start with the skill Divine because you start with the Blade of the Archangels. And then you also have your ability skill, which is Exorcism. When it comes to your companions, they will typically only have 1 skill. In this case, Vastriel starts with Fires of Greed. It is possible for companions to gain additional skills based on your friendship or romantic level with them. So in Vastriel's case, his skill Fires of Greed has a 50% chance to inflict the status effect of Break, which will skip enemy turns and allow you to get an extra turn. So there is a little bit of risk and reward where his skill has a chance where it can basically take away the enemy's turn. But if that doesn't happen, then enemies will get their turn like normal. Now, it is also possible for you to also gain abilities that will allow you to do Break and skip the enemy's turn, but those are not available to you in this demo. So you might be wondering, hey, okay, I'm low on health and I don't want to risk enemies attacking me. So how do I reset the alert meter? Well, the answer is simple. You go inside a building. So whenever you go inside buildings, you always have 2 options where you can search the room or you can just leave. Searching the room has a chance to let you find an item that you might need for a quest, or you can just always return because you just wanted to reset the alert meter. So now the alert is reset, and you can always re-enter a building and try again. So what to expect from the first playable that will be available on November 1st? Well, as you can see from the graphics, everything is very bare bones, and a lot of, the flair and flourish and polish is not there yet, because the main point of this is to test the battle system. It is mostly to see if it is mechanically sound, and if there are aspects of it that need to be changed, that need to be reworked, and things like that, and to make sure that leveling up feels fair, that battles feel fair, before moving on to adding all of the polish. A lot of the text that you see in battle won't be there. It'll be replaced with animations to show damage is happening and little special effects like that. Blade of the Archangels is very story focused and very story driven, but I also want to make sure that battles don't feel like a chore and that it feels fair and an interesting enough part of the game where you have to strategize a bit and manage your resources in order to get to the end. This first playable will have the tutorial boss for the same reason, to make sure that, it's fair and reasonable to get to the bosses expected to be beaten at the end of each chapter. So you like what you've heard, you're interested, and you want to be a part of the First Playable. So how do you do that? Well, in the description below is a link to join the Discord, because this will be a build only available to Discord members. I don't feel like the game is at a point where I'm willing to release it to the public, and would like to get some feedback on the battle system before that happens. I also stream twice a week on twitch.tv/Kurosaki, where I work on assets and stuff for the game, as well on Wednesdays I just play random indie games, and sometimes Diablo 3. This weekend is also my streaming weekend, where I will be streaming gaming, working on the game, really whatever the audience decides they want to see me do this particular weekend. So you're always welcome to check that out. Again, that's twitch.tv/Kurosaki. Go ahead and like and subscribe to keep up with Blade of the Archangel updates, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.